about to blow. Niggas moving snake, no, I can't trust. I'm pushing P, no, I can't cuff her.
Long led the world in the number of children sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Whoa.
In one state,
68 years.
has put more juveniles behind bars for life than anywhere else in the
I
country.
feel like putting people behind bars for life is kind of crazy when they're so young.
Of those people, Joe Ligon has the tragic distinction of being the oldest and longest serving juvenile lifer in the country.
What
he was
the
recently
world?
released from a Pennsylvania prison after 68 years.
68
CBS
years?
This Morning Saturday co-host Michelle Miller.
When did he get
spoke with
arrested?
Ligon in his first television interview since his release. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning. Joe Ligon was released from prison back in February after a series of U.S. Supreme Court decisions found that those mandatory life without parole sentences for juveniles were unconstitutional.
Thanks.
This highlights the issues of over-sentencing in America's criminal justice system. And for Ligon, now a free man, he's entering a modern world.
He free, you know what I'm saying? That boy free.
What was the first thing you did as a free man?
I almost cried,
Aww.
okay, but I broke down with a big smile on my face. A free man.
I hope he lives for a long time.
83-year-old Joe Ligon was released from
83? So what's, wait, what's 83 minus 68? What time? That's when he got arrested. 83 minus 68. He got arrested when he was 15, bro.
prison last month after serving nearly 7 decades for crimes he committed when he was 15.
Bro,
Ligon,
what?
the son of Alabama sharecroppers, was incarcerated when Dwight D. Eisenhower was president.
Good evening.
Oh, I wasn't even
Nat King
born.
Cole's Pretend was on the music charts.
Nowhere near born.
They didn't exist when I was had street car lines,
yeah.
Yeah.
He returns to a changed world.
What? He looks like a great, like he looks like such a good guy, bro. This dude should not have been. I'm not gonna say that, but like I feel like he's a good guy, bro.
High building. But I expect to see that. They locked me up. They did. They didn't lock my mind up.
In 1953,
Aw.
Ligon and 4 other black teenagers were involved in an alcohol-fueled spree of robberies and stabbings in Philadelphia. 2 people died. What were you guilty of?
I was guilty with being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Aww.
It wasn't with the intention of hurting nobody. I didn't murder anybody.
There are people out there who are going to watch, and they're going to say, he stabbed someone. He committed a crime.
Okay, he did do
You
that.
say
Oh
to
my
them
god.
what?
I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I committed a crime. I'm sorry that someone was murdered. I'm sorry about that.
Ligon concedes he did stab someone that night, but maintains he didn't kill anyone. He says he's a changed man. Did you feel
Good, bro.
remorse for what you did?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had to feel remorse.
The teenagers were tried together.
It was a city hall.
When you
Okay.
were tried,
Yeah, that's what they told me.
they pleaded
Wait,
guilty.
so maybe I don't feel bad, but like at the same time I feel bad, bro.
Were convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with no chance of ever getting out.
I don't know about that, bro. I feel like 68 years is a long time too for juvenile, bro. Like they can change so much, bro. But if I think they should like have to go through a class, bro. And if they fail in a class, then you can like start to really add up the years. But if you can see if their mental getting better and stuff like that. Cause sometimes it's just like the place you grew up in, right? It's just like your environment. So if you just take them out of that environment for a few years and stuff like that, like I feel like it'd be better.
Public defender Bradley Bridge has represented Ligon for more than 15 years.
I sensed there was an injustice. I felt compelled to do something about it.
Aww, great guy.
Why was Joe convicted?
Joe was convicted largely by guilt by association.
Okay.
There were 4 kids that were tried together, and a lot of the evidence against one child was considered against the other 2 or 3 other children.
What?
If this case went forward to trial today, he'd probably be found guilty of a manslaughter charge, or maybe a third-degree murder, and might do 5 to 10 or 10 to 20.
Ligon's
What?
new salary came to our
So you're
image-
telling me if he went to jail today, he would only done 10 years? This is like, I'm not a political dude, but this system is fucked, bro.
because she wants to show the world Ligon has a supportive family.
Aww. He probably even met this lady
His
before,
fate
bro.
started to change in 2016.
He's never met this
when the
lady.
U.S. Supreme Court ruled that all juvenile lifers
He's never
should
let his
have
like
a
grand.
chance
He's
to
never
be
met like, his
resentenced.
family, anybody.
But after nearly 7
Oh my God.
decades behind
My fault.
bars, Ligon refused to be released on parole because he didn't want to be supervised for the rest of his life.
That's
So
valid,
they
bro.
kept fighting until a federal judge recently vacated his sentence. He
W.
was released without parole. You're free outright.
Free man.
Thank you, Jesus.
Does Joe's
Shout out
case
Jesus.
symbolize what's wrong with the criminal justice system?
First of all, it symbolizes that we really should sentence people individually based on who they are,
Agreed.
and what it was that they did. So a
Preach.
mandatory sentence doesn't do that. And the second thing is that children are particularly unique in their ability to grow, change, and reform themselves. And therefore, giving an adult sentence to a child is inherently wrong.
The world
There you
may
go.
have changed. Most of his immediate family is long gone.
No, that's
But Joe Ligon
crazy.
says he's not dwelling on the past.
W mindset, bruh.
The only thing I can say, I just hope I have a better future.
And consider this, it cost the state of Pennsylvania $3 million to incarcerate Joe Ligon for those 68 years, and that's without any medical costs, Gail.
Boy, Michelle, listen, we all think he should be
Dang,
punished.
that's an expensive man, bruh. W video, man. YouTube, I hope y'all enjoy it, and I'm gonna catch up with the next one.
What got into you? If I had $1 for every time these niggas hate, I'd be rich like Jen, yeah.